Now
Okay.
I'm putting my
Wait, not
pepper.
yet, not yet. Not yet, not yet.
Keep rolling, baby.
We should slate it, don't you think?
Rolling?
Okay, was that the light?
Where are you sitting? Down there? Why? Why is he down there?
He can do what he wants. Let him do what he wants.
Why are you so far from me?
Okay. All right,
Get
so
closer. No, you come here. That's it. That's more like it. Lovey-dovey, sort of, you know. They say as you get older, your love grows stronger. So for some reason, it is getting a little stronger, you know. Right, Daddy? He's bashful.
Yeah, I know. Well, I wanted to start. You were going to tell us about the sauce. You were going to show us how to do the sauce.
Well, what should I say?
Well, you're going to get up and show it to us. But I wanted to know who, how did you learn it?
Well, what do you ask me?
About the sauce. How did you learn how to make sauce?
Well, I'm supposed to be talking to you?
You could talk to me. You could talk to them. It doesn't matter. I'll be over here. I'll be over here.
Should I mention your name?
No. Doesn't matter. Yeah, you mentioned my name. Yeah.
You want? What should I say? You want me to know? You want me to tell you how I learned how to make sauce?
How did you learn
Well,
how to make sauce?
why don't you ask me the question? Don't you hear that then?
No.
I mean, if you would ask me a question, I would answer.
I'm gonna say it now.
Right?
I want to know how you learned how to make sauce. Who taught you? Who taught it to you? How long? I mean, how many years you've been doing it? And I want to see you do it.
Well, when you first get married, you're really not much of a cook. I watched my mother make sauce. I watched my mother-in-law. I got a lot from my mother-in-law, a lot from the family.
She got more than my mother, from my mother than my mother.
See, there he goes putting his mother in again.
All right, let's go inside and see.
So now, if you want me to
Yeah, come on.
show you, I'll come and show you how I make the sauce.
There were two different cooks anyway, to begin with.
How am I doing so far?
Terrific.
All right, now, to begin with,
Her mother had 9 children.
9 children?
Yeah.
And how did that affect the cooking?
Well, some kids didn't like certain things, and she used to satisfy them in different ways. And then
She became a better cook because of that?
No. Well, my mother-in-law was a good cook, but the thing is that she couldn't cook with the way she wanted. See, beginning with her husband, my father-in-law, he used to cook for himself, so he's giving a better example right there. Eh?
you notice the towel doesn't leave my hands because I keep wiping all the time.
But as far as cooking, it was a big job to cook for 7 people. 8, 9 with my father.
Yeah.
My father used to work at nights a lot. And she had to satisfy him in the daytime, and but he used to go to sleep, and she used to cook for him and then cook for the children. That was a...
I mean, separate shifts.
And then I go here. This is what my mother-in-law taught me. Take a few spoonfuls of tomato, and throw them in here because your meatballs remain very soft. Not like some of the meatballs you eat sometime. You're invited somewhere.
Yeah.
You eat a meatball and it's as hard as can be. You throw it at the wall, and the wall will crack. I really shouldn't say that because I have a lot of friends and I'll be getting a lot of telephone calls.
As a kid, sure, I worked in after school. I used to deliver vests. Vests. I used to make vests. At the time, there was a big thing for vests. When I used to deliver the vest, I used to tell my cousin, he used to be a boss, I used to work for him. I used to tell him, at the time the cafe was a nickel, I used to tell him, give me 35, 40 cents. Why? Where are you going to go with 35, 40? You want to give me 35, 40 cents? Go yourself. But I always kept that money in my pocket because I used to hitchhike on our horses, on the back of the horse and wagon. I used to go around.
Well, on Saturdays, what did you do on Saturdays?
On Saturdays, I used to go to Delancey Street. There used to be a time that the Jewish people didn't light up their own stoves, you know, and the gas. They wouldn't light no matches.
On Saturdays?
On Saturday was a Sabbath day. I used to go there for a nickel. I used to light their gas.
Well, my mother-in-law used to teach a lot of it. Used to teach us a lot of it, you know. My mother taught me one way, and my mother-in-law had a different slant to cooking.
So why
She
did
was
you
a
wind up-
very good cook.
Yeah, but why did you wind up cooking that way? Because it was better?
Because to please him more. Naturally, that's the truth. And you know, my
How did you
mother-in-law-
amuse yourself?
Mostly always eating, going to different restaurants, from one restaurant to another.
Delicious.
At the time it was
meal.
cheap.
Very good.
We were from on Austin Street for knishes and a cup of coffee for a dime. A dime.
What, you Schimmel?
Yeah.
What was the name of the place?
Yeah, Schimmel, the original. I used to go there.
They were the original what?
The original potato knishes.
Oh.
They had the original potato knishes. They're still there. There wasn't anything to do anyway. You had no radio, you had no television. And every now and then you used to get a paper. Guys to come out, extra. You know, buy the paper, there was nothing in the paper. The guys used to go away extra. There was nothing in the paper. Yeah, it's just the people used to come down, buy the paper, there was nothing in it. Then we got a little at Water Kent. I never forget it. The first radio we had, the little at Water Kent, it was in the shape of a church. You know, it was in the shape of a church. And boy, with 7 of us in the house, we used to fight what program we used to put on.
I get it from my sisters. They have a garden, which they grow it in. They give me enough of it so I can make myself a nice jar to last me all year. And as you see, that's about the end of it. See? Leave the cover
She's
off.
trying to put on, I don't know why. She should talk natural, the way she does now. When she puts on, telling you about
My
the
husband is
sauce
so
and all,
jealous of me.
she's trying to
Why?
put on. She should talk natural. She'd be better off.
I don't know what you mean, Charlie.
Talk the way you're talking to me now. That's what I mean.
Well, she told me she wanted to know how I
Yeah,
prepared
but the
sauce.
thing is that you talk natural. Don't try to put on
I'm
that
not,
you're not an actress.
I'm not putting on any airs. You're
Well,
looking
talk-
for a fight or something.
Talk the way you
Huh?
talk to me when you talk to your son.
You're looking for a fight or something there.
No.
See, Marty, every time I sit close to him, he moves away. I don't know why. It's either, I don't know. Maybe he's getting a little older now, you know.
Changing the subject.
Right?
She's changing the subject now.
What did you want me to say? That your mother taught me how to cook?
No.
And every time you come in the kitchen, we fight?
No.
Because you butt in my cooking? Huh?
Sometimes a man, it's been known that a man is a better cook than a woman anytime.
Who said so?
I know that.
Who said so?
It's said in the
Well,
books.
why
and
aren't
everything.
you doing the cooking then?
Not supposed to. Not my line. My
Not your
line. My line, I always told you, when I come home from work,
That's right. You sit on that chair. As soon as he gets through with dinner, he
That's
comes
it.
in here, sits on that chair. You're really running it down, wearing it
That's
down.
all right. That's what I bought it for.
And there's times we sit in here, and I says, Charlie, are we mad at each other? Why don't we speak? He says, well, what do you want me to tell you? Gee whiz, I've been home all day. At least talk to me.
What can you tell a person after you're with them for 40 years?
And after 39 years of being married, we decided to take our belated honeymoon, which we never got. So we decided to take a trip to Italy.
Yeah, why didn't you ever get it? Because people spoke to you, and they told you about the train going fast, and you were afraid to go you were afraid to go to Niagara Falls, and that's it. I was ready to go.
So he never took me on my honeymoon.
But
well,
they
anyway,
scared her. They
well,
scared
anyway,
her.
we took a trip to Italy. We toured for 2 weeks. I'll show you some of the pictures that we took. This was Milan.
That's Milan?
Yeah. First dinner we had, first night we went out. This was Venice. The food was delicious. This was in Palermo. This is my aunt here. She's 80 years old. Here I am standing. This is her niece, her granddaughter, right? And we had a few friends with us. This is also in Palermo.
What is that?
This is cows. They were in the street there, right in front of the house, and we took a picture of them. We thought it was very nice. And this was in Palermo. They called it Piazza de Vergogna, the Piazza of Shame.
The Shameful Plaza.
That's right.
Why was it called Piazza de Vergogna?
Well, because there was all these
Naked statue?
naked statues, and I thought they were just great.
No, you thought they were great.
And the statues were beautiful, and really, this was at the Leaning.
Where is that?
Leaning
Pisa.
Theater of Pisa.
Don't tell me.